Now, the extraordinary video showing an off-duty policewoman blowing up over not being allowed into a hotel at a time when drunken violence in our community is under so much scrutiny. She sets a sorry example. But the person who brought us the video says this is what pub security staff have to deal with every weekend.
Listen,
Please.
I'm a police officer.
Yeah,
okay?
you know better than that.
I know.
Yeah, you should let go. Time.
Are you in fear? Are you in fear of me? Do you want to see my...
Love to.
It's about 8:30 on a Saturday night, and outside a suburban Melbourne pub, things are getting ugly.
I'm not going to get in a bloody fight. Not really.
It's obvious this would-be patron's had enough. Obvious to everyone, that is, but herself.
If you over the limit and you're on premises, as you know, it's an automatic fine for us and a fine for you.
She doesn't get the hint.
If the police officer walks in and says you're intoxicated,
I'm under guaranteed.
Once more, door staff try to talk reason.
we just had like the South Melbourne Police Inspector, who's just brand new. His name's Peter. Yeah, just here last week, actually coming in and legal licensing on Sunday. So you got to understand from our, and they've come and specifically spoken to us about. You got to do this.
But some people just won't take no for an answer. Sometimes even off-duty cops.
Listen,
Please.
I'm a police officer.
Okay?
I know.
Yeah, you should let go. Time.
Are you in fear? Are you in fear of me?
Being tight.
You're not in fear of me. I'm not assaulting you. You're a idiot. Do you want to see my...
Love to. That's fine. Just wait a sec, guys.
Okay. Do you want to give me a photograph of it?
Thank you.
Take a photo.
That's right, I have already.
Licensees are very careful at the front door and put up with a fair amount of rubbish from customers who believe they've got a right to enter the premises regardless of their state of intoxication.
Brian Carney is head of the Australian Hotels Association. He represents pub owners right across Australia.
They've got their business and their livelihood on the line, and it is possible for one drunk to put all that at risk.
Usually it's more than one. Security staff caught in the crossfire between patrons who want in and publicans who can't afford the risk of having them there.
How often are they confronted with this?
Basically every time they go on duty.
David Button from the Nightclub Owners Forum says bouncers are tested to the limit by drunk patrons night after night.
The gift of the gab is critical. Virtually every situation can be diffused by talking, by the appropriate response, by understanding where the other person is coming from, having some empathy with that situation, and then knowing how to diffuse it.
But sometimes words don't count for much.
Are you in fear? Are you in fear of me?
Being ridiculous.
You're not in fear of me. I'm not assaulting you. You're a idiot.
So word for word?
Even when an off-duty officer starts flashing her badge.
Sure, thank you. And what's your name? And what's your name?
With the publican's licence potentially at risk, the answer is still a firm no.
We're always trying to be non-confrontational at all times. That's one of the mottos, and try and move people on without upsetting them or being aggressive back.
Joe Kasari trains security staff in the art of gentle persuasion.
Nobody likes rejection. I mean, that's just a human thing, isn't it, really? So what we try and do is say, look, sorry, you're probably not appropriately dressed at the moment. The crowd's probably too big. You look a little bit intoxicated for us. Maybe go away, have a few drinks of water, come back in 20 minutes' time, half an hour. So it's never a flat-out, no, look, don't come in. It's always, hey, move on. You're welcome back next time, next week, next year, whenever it is.
Oh, shit. I don't even know this place. I don't even give a shit if I get into this place.
But actions speak louder than words, and she won't let bygones be bygones.
You're because it's just so...
You know what?
And as a passing shot, flashes her ID at the bouncers who'd knocked her back.
Thank you.
Take a photo.
That's right, I have already.
The door staff have to maintain their control, and that's a challenge when you've got somebody arcing up in front of you who's got no regard to sensible behaviour and puts you in a difficult position.
David Button's seen it all in places like Melbourne's infamous King Street nightclub strip almost every time he says it's brain, not brawn, that wins the day.
Unlike police, they don't carry any weapons, so their only sort of tool they've got is how they handle people, emotionally, if you like. People don't like being rejected.
And that's the reason why nightclubs actually hold lines out the front of their venues, so we've got a real good indication to watch somebody over the next 10, 20 minutes while they're lining up. Just judge their behaviour, general mannerisms, see whether we think they are intoxicated, whether they're with the wrong people, group of people, whether they look like they're going to start problems or not.
Let's go somewhere else.
We don't back down, we always stand firm.
Thank you very much.
Okay, go for it.
I shall. Look after yourself.
I should point out we took steps to protect the identity of the policewoman involved for legal reasons. The Victoria Police Ethical Standards Department has now sought a copy of the video and an investigation is underway. They say that the conduct detected in that footage is in no way acceptable. And if you have some vision that you think we should see, just call or send us an email.